Robinson County, which is the county we're in, is the largest county in North Carolina. We're over 950 miles square.
Robinson County is definitely a great place to live. It's all about the people. In the late 90s and up until 2006, Robinson County lost over 9,000 jobs, textile jobs, but we're becoming more diversified.
At the present time, Robinson County is a leader in the state in solar farms. And now with the addition of Lumberton Power Generation Plant, we can become a leader in other alternative energy products.
We create renewable energy here, which we then turn around and sell to the local distribution of Duke Energy, which then they take and sell to the local people around here.
We're just starting to see the impact of the new market tax credits. Without that program, I think the facility would continue to decay and eventually would not be usable.
Well, the new market tax credits gave us the opportunity for the company to actually come here because it gave them some incentive, and it also produces incentives for the county. With an average pay of over $50,000 per employee, we think it's a fantastic opportunity for our county, and we are really glad they're here.
The work that the workers do here is a very qualified job, so we want to make sure that they're well compensated for what they put into this project. So our average pay can run anywhere from $40,000 to $60,000 a year with benefits and retirement, 401k. So we just want to make sure we give back to our employees as much as they're giving to us.
You know, what a big boost to our county. You have people now that maybe they've had problems finding jobs here within the county. And so now they're getting an opportunity to stay at home and then be able to work here within the county.
It's great to work close to home. I'm basically 8 minutes away, so I love that about it.
This gave me an opportunity. I had some family issues and I needed to come home and help my wife with, and this allowed me to come back home and be here.
We've taken a 35 megawatt coal-fired power plant and we've turned it into a poultry wood burning plant. We bring our chicken and wood into this facility where we mix it, then we take it and feed it up belts into the boilers, which then we burn, which creates steam to turn my turbine, to turn my generator. It comes out the back end, which will then turn into potting soil, which we will bag up and sell out into the community. There's not a product here that we put into the landfill. We use 100% of everything we get. The poultry and the wood is a cleaner fuel to burn, and we're trying to use as much byproduct that's out there without digging into the earth. When you go in and take the trees out, you're leaving a large quantity of branches and wood that's still good and usable. Instead of letting it rot out there, use it up as much as possible so that we use 100% so that they can replant trees right back in the same spot.
By taking all the residue off of the land, unwanted products that we can chip and it can burn here at Lumberton, we reduce that cost to the landowner. And we have a lot of acres of timberland down here that needs to be cleaned up.
When we're not burning chicken litter here at the plant, the chicken litter is then stockpiled in the field. And the way it's going right now, they're adding another 2,500 to 3,000 houses just in the 45-mile radius, so that'll increase stockpiles, which will then pollute the ground and cause problems with the water table. Our alternative is that we burn it and completely dispose of it 100%.
It's all chipped wood and chicken litter, which again, CO and CO2, that's the biggest. We have a lot more room for control to get it down below the limits. You know, instead of, these units used to run on the edge back in the cold days. You know, they didn't give you a whole lot of room. Our goal is to burn the waste, to make electricity, and to sell the ash product as high-end potting soil. It'll be loaded with nitrogen. So it's a win for everybody.
I noticed that they use local contractors, people living in Pembroke and Lumberton and Roland and Fairmont, all these local towns, that's where they come from.
They've hired a lot of local help. They've brought back a lot of the guys that were here the past years. They may have worked at other plants 2 or 3 hours away for the last few years or so, but most of them have came back to this area, which was home.
They've actually brought back some of the old employees that worked there in that facility when it was operational. So there's been a lot of very good, positive things taking place.
What's really impressed me about the Lumberton Generation Plant, this project, they've come right on out and they said, hey, we want to give back to the United Way. We want to give back to your fire departments here within the area and to the public schools of Robeson County. So they really made a big effort at the start to show we want to be a part of your community and a part of your family.
They bought 4 houses full of furniture from me. In a slow economy, you welcome anything, and I was glad to see them come in. Everybody in Lumberton will benefit from them being here.
They encourage their employees to be involved and give back through volunteer opportunities, through the company campaign efforts that they do with the United Way, which helps fund over 70 programs in Robeson County.
We definitely want to work with the community college to do a maintenance program so that we can hire straight from their pool.
And that's another reason why our vocational program, our CTE program, is so important. From brick mason to electrical, plumbing, industrial management, all types of things that we do with our kids to help them to get a skill so that they can go into these companies that come here and they can stay here in Robeson County.
It helps the chicken farmers, it helps the wood chippers, and it helps the furniture people, it helps the gas stations and trucking people, the clothing stores, and the restaurants. They all going to benefit from it.
As you know, Robeson County, we're agricultural, we're manufacturing. Now we're dealing with renewable energy. I would say that Robeson County is definitely a leader in the state of North Carolina when it comes to renewable energy. I think we have a lot to offer.